Dearest Mooji, please could you help me to see more clearly? In my looking within, I'm very clear about the unassociated and I am, and the am without the I, just am-ness. And that is the softness, the softest, most liberating, most relaxed and easy and natural space of beingness I feel. Is am-ness what you are pointing to? Or is there something beyond am-ness? I look and it feels like the only observer of am-ness is the flicking back to the I of the I am, of the I am-ness. And that I feel like a burden compared to simple am-ness. Does that make sense? Is the trick simply to stay as am-ness? Thank you with love. I'm looking within. I'm very clear about the unassociated I am. Very clear about the unassociated I am means that somehow you are discovering that that I amness is natural. It's only pointing to this state of being. And then you say, and the am without the I, just amness. Yeah. Why it is like this? Because the I amness, the I is still leaning too much against personality. So it picks up some corruption from personality and from past. If the I is not the person, then the I is pure. But you say, from the intuition I am, amness feels more natural than I-ness. So this is what she is pointing out. That the amness, the sense of just am, what does amness mean? Must be just being. Without any I saying I am. There's just the amness. So I like this. That amness is without I. And why in this case I would say to you, stay in that amness. Just be the amness. Because the tendency, the I is touching past. Is touching mind. Touching personality, it's touching intention, it's touching identity. So it's picking up corruption, you see. So then when you say I means again past. So I am, she says, can I drop the I and just be the am? I said, very good. Then don't touch I, just be am. This is very nice. So is amness what you're pointing to? Okay, yes, amness is what I'm pointing to. So, or is there something beyond amness? Yes, there's something beyond amness. Because amness is also perceived somehow, subtly. The amness, the isness, amness, isness, sameness, same thing. So there can only be an awareness of amness or isness. The very fact that there's awareness of amness means that there is earlier than amness. Earlier than amness, because even now amness now becomes the earliest, most subtle phenomenon, because there's proof now that amness itself is observed. I look and it feels like the only observer of amness is the flicking back to the I of the I amness. So this is why you don't like the I amness, and that feels like a burden compared to simple amness. So does that make sense? Yeah, okay, fine. But eventually you must reclaim the I, clean the I from time and from past and personality, and then the sense I amness won't trouble you. But if it troubles you, then you can say, now drop the I-ness and on be the amness, same thing. So don't get stuck with this too much, although right now it's making sense. But don't freeze this and say, okay, now only amness is. It doesn't matter. I-ness, amness, I amness, and then the witnessing of I-ness or amness or I amness, the same thing. The words make them seem complicated, so. And is the trick simply to stay as amness? Okay. Amness is staying by itself. You see? So who is going to stay as amness? The very I-ness itself again. So it's subtle things, but a little bit of contemplation and everything is set right. No struggle, you see. So